Now, for those of y'all who are deep Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Super fans, I'm basically going to tell y'all my favorite Super Saiyan forms. And it doesn't have to be specific characters, but I'm just going to tell y'all my favorite Super Saiyan forms. Or, yeah, my favorite Super Saiyan forms. And I'm basically just going to also tell y'all the grade levels of those forms. So my first Super Saiyan form, and like I said, I recommend y'all listen to this completely all the way through, but that's only if you are a true Dragon Ball fan. If you are not, then unfortunately this video might not be for you. You'll probably just listen to a little bit of it and then you'll just exit out of it. But yeah. So my first favorite Super Saiyan form is obviously the regular Super Saiyan form, which is obviously the golden hair one. But more specifically, I like the Super Saiyan Grade 4, which is basically full power Super Saiyan, or the mastered version of it, where basically the hair is more whitish, but it's still yellow. It's still yellowish, but it looks more whitish color, but it's still yellow. But you completely have full mastery of the form itself. So it's still Super Saiyan, but completed. So, because you did a lot of training. So that's my first favorite Super Saiyan form, which is Super Saiyan Grade 4. And there's obviously 2 other grades of it as well, but I'll probably explain those in a future video and or broadcast stream. My second favorite Super Saiyan form, which actually is my top favorite, but I'm literally going by order. But my second favorite Super Saiyan form is obviously Super Saiyan 2. Now, the only 2 people that are extremely badass in this form is obviously Goku and Gohan. Especially Gohan, when he was fighting against Cell during the Cell Saga. When he went Super Saiyan 2, he was a complete savage in that form. He obviously triggered it when he saw that Cell and his little companions, obviously Cell Juniors, they were pouncing on Gohan's friends, and he was telling him to stop and all that. And then 16's head, was telling him to not keep his anger concealed. And then Cell steps on it, killing him, and then that just what made Gohan just completely crack and achieve Super Saiyan 2. So he was completely badass. And he literally overpowered Cell throughout the majority of their fight until Cell came back in his super perfect form, and then that's when they really became heated. But yeah, that's Super Saiyan 2, and Goku obviously did Super Saiyan 2 as well, but he just did a whole lot of training as he was in the other world. But Super Saiyan 2 is obviously my best transformation. It's literally the best transformation to me. It really is. So that's my second favorite. My third favorite is Super Saiyan 4. Now, at first, I actually really didn't like Super Saiyan 4 at first when I first saw it. But now when I look back at it, I'm like, alright, never mind. This will also be added to my favorite list of Super Saiyan forms. So, obviously, Goku and Vegeta can obviously achieve Super Saiyan 4, but that was way back in Dragon Ball GT, where Goku was looking at the moon, and something inside of him must have triggered that Uzaru style monkey transformation that he turns into. He turns into a giant grade 8, and then Pan was trying to calm him down somehow, trying to get him to be more mindful, and that's when he turns into his his golden grade 8 form, and then after a while he starts to gain his composure, and thus he goes right back down to his adult form, and that is when you see him in his now and then, his red fur, red bushy tail, long dark black hair, yellow eyes, and his voice was more deeper and more sinister. But that was a complete badass of a transformation. And obviously Vegeta got in the form too, but he had to do it basically the easy way. He basically just cheated his way into getting Super Saiyan 4 because Bulma did an experiment on him, and she used a machine to grant Vegeta that power boost to get Super Saiyan 4, so he kind of cheated to get that form, but they both got in Super Saiyan 4, and there was another time that Gohan got in Super Saiyan 4, but that was back in Super Dragon Ball Heroes, or possibly in some fandoms of Dragon Ball where Gohan attempted Super Saiyan 4. But he simply just powered up and transformed into Super Saiyan 4 without even needing to turn into the Grade 8 form. But overall, Super Saiyan 4 is my third favorite transformation. Now, my fourth favorite is Super Saiyan God. Definitely Super Saiyan God. Obviously, Vegeta and Goku both got in Super Saiyan God. Goku obviously had to go through the God ritual where you have 6 righteous Saiyans coming together. So it was him, Vegeta, Goten, Trunks, Gohan, and Videl, who was pregnant with Pan, who was a quarter Saiyan, and that was enough to grant Goku that ability or that power of the Super Saiyan God. And with Vegeta, he obviously had to train under Whis to get that form. He didn't have to do the Super Saiyan God ritual. He really just trained. He went down his own path to get Super Saiyan God. But overall, that is another one of my favorite forms. I love, love, love Super Saiyan God. And now, here's Ultra Instinct. Now, Goku is literally the only one who achieved Ultra Instinct. Nobody else did. There was rumors that Beerus was trying to do it, but he hasn't perfected it. Whis already has extreme mastery of the power, obviously, because he's an angel. He has high knowledge of it, not just with God Ki, but he knows how to tap into it. The Grand Priest knows how to. And there were some fandoms saying that Vegeta can obtain Ultra Instinct, and surprisingly he can. He probably just didn't want to. He probably just didn't want to. It's just the flies, they're bothering me. Yeah, so I actually do believe that Vegeta can achieve Ultra Instinct, but he probably would want to just go down his own path of achieving it, because he doesn't want to be piggyback riding on Goku every time he achieves a new form, and then he wants to achieve it the same way that he achieves it. But I do believe that Vegeta could have had a chance to obtain UI, but I guess he just didn't want to follow in Goku's steps when it comes to achieving a high amount of power, so he just goes down his own route. So I can't really see Vegeta going to Ultra Instinct no time soon. He could if he really wanted to, but he would literally have to do his own style of training somehow, and then he can eventually tap into it. But Goku is mainly the person that achieved Ultra Instinct, and later he mastered it. So that's when you see him in his silver-haired Ultra Instinct, and then later going forward into the newer arcs of Dragon Ball Super, he managed to tap into newer versions of Ultra Instinct, but that's going to be in a separate video that I do going forward. Yeah, Ultra Instinct, love that form so damn much. And then you got Ultra Ego, which was more recently that Vegeta was able to obtain. And actually Beerus taught him about this power, or somehow gave him or gave Vegeta the knowledge into tapping into the aura of a destroyer. And I'm pretty sure there's complete and utter backstory behind how Vegeta was able to tap into Ultra Ego. Y'all might have to look up Geetum 101, because he's the dude that mainly goes into details on what he believes is the true reason behind Vegeta obtaining Ultra Ego. So y'all can subscribe to him, Geetum 101, GEEKDOM 101. Just look him up and just look up Ultra Ego Vegeta Explained. And he goes into complete details on the backstory and basically what he believes what made Vegeta go down the pathway of being a destroyer and how it fits with him. So, but yeah, Ultra Ego Vegeta, I love that damn transformation. Because a lot of people assumed or somehow figured out that Vegeta was gonna somehow be a destroyer. Even though he's not using the power for evil, he's using it for good. So, but again, that's another video in the future. Or maybe I can talk about it sometime later, probably sometime later tonight if I feel like it. But yeah, Ultra Ego Vegeta, favorite form ever. And plus there was another form that I loved very much, but at the same time not really, and that is Super Saiyan Blue. It's basically an upgraded version of Super Saiyan God. Super Saiyan God basically has you looking more thin, more agile, more calm and collected, and you also have the red magenta hair and the unique aura of a god. But that's Super Saiyan God. But with Super Saiyan Blue, you basically just look like regular Super Saiyan, but just with blue hair. But how they would describe it is that you're basically a Super Saiyan God, but with the knowledge of God Ki, you can somehow transform into a Super Saiyan, and then that would be Super Saiyan Blue. Or at the time when it came out with Super Saiyan Blue, they called it Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan. Or how I would put it, or how some other people would put it back then, they just called it Super Saiyan with God Ki. So, yeah, Super Saiyan with God Ki. That's pretty much how Super Saiyan Blue is. It's Super Saiyan, but with God Ki. So, but yeah, I did say, oh damn, something scared me. Something jumped in the bushes, so it scared me a little. But yeah, so I guess that's what could have made me dislike Super Saiyan Blue a little, because it's basically just regular Super Saiyan with God Ki. But at the same time, Super Saiyan Blue's not bad. You know, don't get me wrong, it's still a badass form, a badass transformation. Goku and Vegeta obviously does it. And Goku Black has his own version of it, but it's called Super Saiyan Rose, in which his hair is pink. So that's Super Saiyan Rose, but I guess that's Goku Black's version of Super Saiyan Blue. But instead of it being blue, it's pink hair instead of blue. So, Yeah, but but again, Super Saiyan Blue's not my one. It's not one of my favorite forms, but it is a badass form. Don't get me wrong, but it's not my favorite. Yeah, yeah, that's yeah, yeah, that's pretty much it. That's literally all my Super Saiyan forms that I'm literally in love with. So so yeah, that's pretty much it. So if y'all wanna tell me what y'all's favorite Super Saiyan forms are, y'all can let me know in the comments. Those are my favorite Super Saiyan forms. The regular Super Saiyan, more specifically the grade 4, Super Saiyan 2, 4, God, Ultra Ego, and Ultra Instinct. Those are my favorite Super Saiyan forms altogether, even though Ultra Instinct is not a Super Saiyan form, but it's still a transformation and a form itself. And Ultra Instinct is also a technique, not just a transformation. I want to point that out too, because some people are just claiming it to be just an overall technique. And albeit, yes, it is an overall technique, but in the Dragon Ball Super anime and or the manga or however they describe it, Ultra Instinct is a transformation too, not just a full-blown technique. Like, why does Goku look so badass? Why does he have silver eyes? Why does he have the silver aura around him while he's using the technique? It looks like an actual transformation, not just a technique. So y'all can let me know down below about that too. Is Ultra Instinct a transformation or a technique? I'm saying it's both. It may be a little bit more than a technique, but at the same time, it's still a transformation. But at the same time, again, it's a little bit more than a technique than a transformation, but still, it's still both. But y'all can let me know about that too. Is it a transformation or is it a technique? I just say it's both. It may be a little bit more than a technique, but I still think it's both. But I can possibly maybe clear that up if I can, maybe in a later broadcast stream or in a later video, basically explaining either further explaining or showing y'all what my favorite Super Saiyan forms and my favorite God forms are, so that way it could definitely clear up a lot of freaking debates, because I'm joining a lot of Dragon Ball Super style communities on Facebook, and a lot of people are saying that Ultra Instinct is not a transformation, it's a technique. In real life, it's a technique. It's not a real life transformation, but I wish it was. But it's a real life technique, and in the Dragon Ball Super world, it is a technique and a state of being, but it's also a transformation as well. So it's literally a transformation, a state of being, and a technique all together, all into one. That is what it is. But some people don't see it like that, and I don't freaking understand it. I don't understand their logic as to why they're saying it's only a technique and a technique only, but I don't know. People have their own opinions on it. But yeah, that's all I got for y'all. Just explaining to y'all what my favorite Super Saiyan forms and my God forms are. I'll probably do a future video or a future stream on this, so that way I can fully explain and or show y'all how those forms truly work. So I definitely got y'all on that, so stay tuned. If y'all made it this far, hopefully you enjoyed. Like it up if you did. Subscribe if any of y'all are new. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Alright?